I'm Jackie Cahill. I'm your host for this afternoon's Ladies Football Show. Get your comments in down below. Any questions or queries you have, please do get in touch. Guys, thanks for coming in.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having us.
We obviously saw recently, we'll start off with the Gourmet Food Parlour O'Connor Cup final, and an unbelievable picture that we shared on our Instagram of you two guys at the end of the game. Niamh, you were a winner with DCU. Grace, you unfortunately were a loser with UL. Niamh, I'll kick off with you. What kind of an experience was that? Was it bittersweet?
Yeah, I suppose it was bittersweet. Obviously, it was very nice, obviously, to win the O'Connor Cup, but obviously, you know, it was mixed emotions, really, like, as I said, and obviously me and Grace were so used to playing on the same team, like, it was just kind of weird to see, you know, like, obviously one of us on the winning side and one of us on the losing side. So apologies for the slight interruption. We had some technical difficulties. They have been resolved by the great Luke Kelly, away to my left hand side. Niamh Kelly's here. Grace Kelly's here. Hi guys, sorry about that interruption. Before we went off the air, we were talking about the Gourmet Food Parlour O'Connor Cup final. Niamh, you're on the winning side for DCU. Grace, unfortunately, was on the losing side for UL. What was that experience like to play against each other? You've obviously played in some massive matches together for Mayo, but to play in such a big game against each other, kind of a bittersweet thing for you? Yeah, I suppose it was definitely bittersweet. I mean, as you said, like, we were always so used to playing together, like, on the same team. So, yeah, it was a different experience, obviously, being on other sides of the pitch. I suppose it's weird because anytime Niamh got the ball, I wanted her to mess it up, and that's never happened before. Whereas, yeah, with Mayo, I'm like, go on, keep going, direct. But yeah, yeah, but I suppose, yeah, exactly. Like, it was just we'd always be shouting for each other. Like, I suppose not that we were shouting, that we weren't shouting for each other this time, but obviously it was kind of a final of mixed emotions, really, at the end. And when the final whistle blew, like, I was an emotional wreck, really, as I was saying. Like, you know, I was obviously happy that we'd won, but I was also upset, obviously, that Grace was on the losing side. So, like, yeah, obviously my first instinct was to run over to Grace, like, and yeah, we saw that great picture. I think Jerome Quinn caught it for the video as well. That was your first thought to go and see if Grace was okay? Yeah, unfortunately, now I did actually get flattened by a few DCU players, but no, obviously, yeah, my first instinct was to run over to Grace, obviously. So, yeah, like, you know, it was a final of mixed emotions, really, and look, I kind of knew that one of us was going to be on the winning side and one was going to be on the losing side, but look, it could have went anyway at the end, and like, we thought we'd have lost there at one stage, and look, only for Ashley Maloney really coming on and like creating that penalty and getting that fantastic score at the end, like, it was anyone's game, like, so we were just lucky to be on the winning side, like. Yeah, because Grace, it looked like you guys were making a charge. We had Ashley here on the show last week, and she was in the bin for 10 minutes. We moved ahead, she came back on, grabbed the ball straight away, and the rest is history. Yeah, the rest is history. Yeah, we were on top there. We were on top by 3 points. You were up actually by 3 points, and then we got back, got a few frees. Scally popped over, got a few nice frees, and then Ashley Maloney came on. Then and we were like, no, but yeah, it was upsetting, but it was good to see you come over, I suppose. And but Niamh, as I was saying there a while ago, she was actually more upset than I was. Yeah. You were a bit, Niamh. But no, I was happy for Niamh, and when I seen them lift the cup, I was obviously devastated for us, but I was happy for Niamh. Yeah, and I can see it in the two of you guys. It's still kind of a little bit raw, I suppose. It's maybe not the right word, but you know, it's still there. Yeah, like, obviously the disappointment for you, Grace, of losing is still. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because you know, you're training all the time, and you know, the girls, they put so much effort into it, and especially DJ as well, their coach, and our other coaches as well. You know, that's what you train for. It's for that competition. It's one of the biggest competitions in the country. So, yeah, it was upsetting, but yeah, you got a winner, Niamh. So, the Saturday, obviously, the semi-finals on the Saturday. You knew that you would be playing each other in the final. Was there any contact on the Saturday night, or how? I actually contacted you Friday evening, and I said, "Oh, best of luck, or hope you play well, hope it goes well." Yeah. And then Niamh didn't text back. And then you texted me first on the Saturday evening, and you said, "Play your heart out," and I said, "I hope you don't play well." We have a question in, because before we get back to the conversation, Garvan McFerrin has been in touch. What has been the highlight of your career to date? Would that be right up there? Definitely would be up there. Obviously, like, for the last few years I played at St. Pat's, so this year, as because DCU had taken us over, I suppose, it was a great opportunity to play with DCU. And I suppose definitely, it would be up there with my highlights. Obviously last year, when we got to Croke Park and the All-Ireland, that was definitely one of my highlights. I know we weren't on the winning side, but it was a great experience playing Croke Park. So I'd say between playing at Croke Park and, well, obviously I definitely would probably pick the O'Connor Cup because we won.
I'd say, Croke Park was just something else. Like, you build yourself up for it and you know it's a big day, but there's nothing like running out into the pitch and then seeing all of the people there. Like, there was some crowd and the screaming children and everything. It was unbelievable. So I think that was the highlight. Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Keep your comments coming in and questions for the girls, Grace and Niamh Kelly from Moy Davitts and Mayo in studio today. Just going back to the O'Connor Cup final again, and I won't spend too much time. Mam was there, obviously.
Oh, poor Breda.
It was Mother's Day as well.
Yeah.
So her heart was torn in two, the poor creature.
I actually heard from people at home, they were saying they were sitting beside me and they're saying, well, Grace at the ball, they're like, go on Grace, go on Grace. And every time I had the ball, she was shouting for me. So.
She was a nervous wreck, I think. Dad, he actually went to the two semi-finals and he couldn't hack it. He had to go home. He didn't even go to the final. Yeah. He he had something on, but still he was like, no, it was too much.
But I saw her at full time, and I actually saw you on the touchline as well. And I said, Grace, sorry, there's nothing else you can say.
Yeah, you can't really say much more.
In that moment, but
I think Mam, like, she was happy.
Did she enjoy it?
She was a nervous wreck. Like, she was happy for Niamh, but she was more like, oh, poor Grace, because I was the loser. Like, she wanted us both to be happy, kind of thing.
Just say one of us was down in the game, she'd be like, just say Grace, they were down first by 3 points. She's like, come on Grace, we want you to win. And then we were down, she's like, come on Niamh, you get the score. Like, so
we're back again. Hi folks, sorry about another brief interruption, but we are back live with Niamh and Grace Kelly. We're just chatting about the O'Connor Cup final, obviously, guys, and we'll move on to the inter-county scene. Cork on Sunday. Down to Mallow. Like, plenty about each other from the last couple of years, met in the league final as well. So
exactly. And actually, I've played with a few of them with UL now, so there's a good few Cork ones down there. So they'll be very, very good. Scally, she's an unbelievable free taker, and there's a good few of them down there. So we're looking forward to it though, and we played them in the semi-final last year, so that was a good win for us. So I think it'll be a good game. Yeah,
absolutely. There was a final in Parnell Park as well against Cork, wasn't there, a couple of years ago in the league?
Yeah, that's right, in the league final. We lost by a point.
That's
I think
right.
It was
an incredible game. But Scally is shooting the lights out, isn't she?
She is. She's doing very well.
County
very well.
and for Cork and college as well.
The O'Connor Cup final there, she scored about 11 scores. So she's definitely one to watch. Yeah. She's unreal, like, so. But it's not only Scally; they have loads of other players as well. Like, so obviously we're always going for them, but. We'll go down and make the trip anyways, and we'll see how we get on.
How do you rate Mayo's start to the campaign so far?
To the start actually, it's great to see so many young players in actually.
We have a lot of new players. Yeah,
it's great to see. I know obviously we don't have Cora, and like she's a massive loss, like, but it's a great opportunity for her to go over to Australia. But I suppose I know we've won 2 and lost 2, and it is league, like, so it's great for the younger players to get an opportunity to play in the league games. So we'll see how things go and how we get on through the year. But so far, I'm actually happy with how things are going.
Yeah, I feel like we're learning a lot after each game. Like, we know what to work on at each training session. What went right, what went wrong, and then we do it for the next training. So it's very good. And Peter Lee is excellent.
Yeah, how was he taken to the management side of it, Grace? I remember speaking to Cora before the All Ireland final last year, and she name checked him as I think he came in mid-season and had a big impact. So he's made the obviously transition from coach to manager of the team now. How is he
he's
adapted?
Getting on very well. He's very good with all types of players. Obviously everyone has different personalities, and he knows how to get on with everybody. He knows how to his trainings as well are real motivation, and whatever we had to work on, that would be the first thing he'd do for the next training. He's excellent, I think. And
he's a very experienced coach as well. He's been around the block.
He's very approachable, like, as well, and he's so easy to get on with, like, and he's great for the young ones coming in. He's been so welcoming to everyone as well. So he's doing great work now. I have to say. And the whole backroom team as well. It's great to have them.
How long did it take you guys to kind of get over last September? And obviously, you've talked about the high of actually being in an All Ireland final, but once you get there, you obviously want to win it. How did you get over it, Niamh? Did it take a while after September?
Yeah, obviously, like, the month of September, October was you know, it was tough getting back, especially because you're going straight into college football.
Yeah.
And at that point, you kind of had to, you know, like make a decision between, I suppose, Pats and DCU as well. So it was, it was hard to get straight back into it for college football. So it was grand. Like, I suppose, took a while, but I think the fact that we had college football was probably a good thing, really. Like, as in, it kind of took our minds off it then as well. Like, and I suppose
I think since getting to Croke Park as well, you know, when you actually get there, you just want to get there again. You know, it's so motivating.
Yeah,
I think that's the motivating factor for this year now. You just want to get there again. And
how did you rate the performance, Grace, in All Ireland final? Because I saw you, I actually saw every one of your championship games last year. Connacht final didn't go according to plan. Obviously, Kildare, and you built a nice head of steam from there and knocked out Donegal and Cork. And just thought when it got to the final that it kind of dipped a little for you.
We were kind of going on the up and up, and then when we got there, we're kind of, I don't really know what it was, probably the atmosphere. You know, Dublin had more experience. That was their 4th year in a row there, so I think it was experience. But it's good now this year that we're getting in. You know, we played Galway before, the Galway men's team in Pearse Stadium, and then we played Dublin before the Dublin men.
Game.
That was a good game as well. So, you know, we're playing in the big stadiums now. We're well used to it. So, yeah, hopefully.
That experience will obviously stand you in good stead if you get back there, and that's the goal, Niamh, is to get back there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, as Grace said there, like, it's great for just at the ladies' profile, obviously, to have double headers like in that. So it's, you know, all this experience will hopefully stand to us. And hopefully we'll be back again. But that is the drive, that's the aim, like, is obviously to get back to Croke Park. There's obviously some experiences to be there in that, so that's the aim. And sure, we'll see how the year goes.
We wish you well. Niamh, I'm going to throw the Cora question at you. She's been away and did very well for herself, and they almost got to a grand final. I'm sure she'll be on her way home soon. We don't know what her plans are with Mayo.
Fingers crossed she'll be back.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, Grace has kind of answered the question there. Obviously, you'd love to see her back in the green and red.
Oh, definitely. Like, she's the best ladies footballer that's I've ever seen, anyways. And like, she's unbelievable. She's a great team player. Like, and obviously, she had a great opportunity to go over to play AFL. Like, and you know,
she did very well over there as well.
Did very well.
Excellent. So she'll be back flying fish, I'd say. Do you know, because they're training all the time over there. So
yeah, hopefully
we'd love to have her back.
You know, she obviously has loads of decisions on her hands. Like, but hopefully, like, we'll have her back. But sure, we never know. Like, she's
Grace, Tommy Kieran asking, what will life be like without Cora at county level? But we don't know that. Hopefully we don't have to answer that question.
Hopefully we don't have to answer like that. But I don't know what it'd be like. So far, like, we're doing okay. We've got 1-2 matches and lost 2 matches. But yeah, it would be excellent to have her back, you know, just as the driving force in the forwards. But it has made us all step up and all of that. But I definitely think, give it one more year, Cora.
So that's the message, Cora, if you're watching. Guys, I guess a player like Cora in the squad, like, we're also talking about Marta Carter maybe and Yvonne Byrne. Any indications from those guys what they're going to do?
It's hard to know, really. They've given an awful lot of years to Mayo football, and like, they don't know Mayo anything, like, so they've had fantastic years. It's hard to know, really. You know,
never know, the 3 of them might sit down and have
like the 3 musketeers. They're one in all in, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. We'll
so
see.
It'll be interesting to keep an eye and see what happens there.
Hopefully Cora's got it fresh, and then the other 2 follow in their footsteps then.
How are things going with the club, guys? Because obviously Carnacon are the standard bearers in Mayo and nationally. Tell us a bit about the club, Niamh. And
the club, it's starting up now. We've our first game the end of March, beginning of April. So obviously we don't know who we have yet, but we'll be looking forward to that now. Hopefully maybe we'll get Carnacon before Cora comes back.
That would be great.
But yeah, it's going well. We've some great players there, like, so just need to get back training properly all together. And they're great. There's some great girls there, like Fiona Doherty, she's with the Mayo panel as well. So she's from Moy Davitts too. And Natasha Gahan, who was with us last year as well. So
so we should have a good team, you know, this year. If we all get back training, and, you know, everyone goes to training and keeps going. That's
where it all starts as well, like the club, you know. So like, obviously love club football, and our managers Ronan and Michael last year as well. They're great all crack as well at training. So yeah, no, obviously the club football is where it all starts, so we're going to hopefully get our
Drive
first
on,
league win.
So Niamh, you're based in Dublin, Grace, you're in Limerick, and thanks so much for coming up, because you've made the trip to the capital. Getting to training, balancing study commitments, how has all that been, Grace?
Yeah, it's obviously this year now I'm doing a master's, so it's there's a lot of work in it, but when you have...
tell us a little bit about the master's.
Yeah, it's a master's of science in sports performance, so I'd be very interested in it.
Yeah,
right up my stream, yeah. So yeah, no, it's going very well so far. So you just have to learn to organise yourself very well. I think without the football, I might not get as much done. You're more energetic after a training session to do a bit of work. So yeah, no, the balance is good, I think. I need the football really to get away from the study as well. So the balance, yeah, it's very good, yeah.
Okay, and you yourself?
Yeah, obviously, like as Grace said there, like it's great to have the balance between the study and the football. But I was just on teaching practice there at the minute, there was a great Mayo base there as well, and they were mad into the football, so it's great to see the interest there from the young people as well, and they're keeping tabs on how games are going, and obviously, as you said there, the balance, it is tough obviously to keep it going, but when there's a few you going from, there's a good few of us based in Dublin now, so it's good when everyone is going down together, and
you carpool obviously.
Carpool,
Okay.
Exactly, so yeah.
So where you're training tonight? You were staying off area training tonight?
Yeah, down the Midlands. So yeah, it's that'll be down. We'll be going down later on. So
going down later on, yeah, and then I'll get a lift back to Limerick then. So it's it's all organised. Peter is he's very well organised. He'd have it organised straight after this session. Now he'd be like, okay, next week who's going with who, and he'd
brilliant. Yeah, he's on the button.
He's on the button. Yeah.
With Laurie Ryan in a couple of weeks ago as well.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're living with Laurie.
I'm living with her. Yeah, she's she's great. She made me feel so welcome actually coming in. She's excellent, and the full football team, they're all such sound girls. I couldn't ask for a better housemate. So shout out to Laurie.
Hi, Laurie. And there's other footballers in the house as well.
Yeah, there's two lads as well, Joey, Brendan, hello.
Hey, lads.
Yeah, they were over the Giles team actually in Limerick. They lost to DCU actually, but they did very well, and so it's a big football house, so it is.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And yourself?
I'm living with three girls from Longford actually. Sinead, who's played with Longford last year actually, Sinead, and a girl from Donegal as well, Roisin. So yeah, they're probably sick listening to me talking about football now at this stage, but I know it's a lovely house. I love living with them now. So obviously, they're mad into football as well, especially Sinead as well. So we get on very well.
Do you feel a kind of a transition in the Mayo panel over the last couple of years, guys? You look at some of one of the girls on the Carnacon team that won the All Ireland, I think it was 14. One of the Downings, there's a lot of talent in Mayo, a lot of young up and coming talent.
We were saying there's a lot of new players in, and even Sinead Cafferty, she'd be older than us, but we haven't seen her in a good while, and she's flying.
She's having a great season, isn't
Absolutely,
she?
yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent,
she's unbelievable.
And Amy Dowling as well, excellent. We've a good few new players. Ailish Renan, we had two cornerbacks there against Dublin. They've never played on senior team before, and thought they did excellent. So, it's good to see, and they're improving for each game as well. So, looking forward to it.
I was at that Mayo game in Castlebar. Some of the points you kicked kicked a couple of screamers on the night, but Dublin, they are the standard bearers now. They're the team everybody has to catch.
Definitely. They're definitely the team to beat. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. And I played with a few of them for DCU. So obviously, it's they're obviously definitely the team to beat. And they have the experience there from playing at Croke Park for the last couple of years as well. So they're definitely ones to watch. Yeah.
Is there that bit of rivalry built up now? Because in Cavan a couple of years ago there was the All Ireland semi-final, and there was just a point between you as well. And then you meet in a final. So there's a little bit of.
There always is. You're always gunning for them, and they're always gunning for us. So it's always a good intense game. But even other teams as well, like Cork are going to be excellent again this year. They're flying it. Galway are doing very well as well. So, it's not just Dublin at the same time. There's loads of other teams that are doing very well.
Galway look like an interesting project.
Galway are very good. Yeah, very fit team. obviously, the Ward sisters are very good. Livy Divley, like, they've a great team, like, so yeah, you can't underestimate any team really. Like, everyone at the minute, like, there's no team that's better than another. Like, everyone is like,
they're
really
playing Dublin next, actually, aren't they? Go away, that'll be a very good game, I think.
So the immediate focus is obviously to get into that top 4 and get into the semi-finals and see if you can progress in the league.
That's the aim now. So we've Cork, and then we've 2 other games in Donegal and Monaghan yet to play. So yeah, it's be interesting to see how those go, but obviously, hopefully we'll take one game at a time anyways and see how they go. But yeah, Cork will be an interesting one now this weekend, especially after last year. Like, they're
Guys, just to finish up, the interest in football, what side of the family did that stem from, or what's the history there?
Yeah, they played a little bit. Mum was more into the soccer. She used to work in the bank, and she was captain of that team, and they won some competition, so she'd be bloated about that. But
any opportunity as well, she'd be a water girl for Moy Davitts. So she's
our uncles as well. Like, I remember when we were younger, we were always playing out in the back garden, and I'd be actually naturally right-footed, but he'd be like, no, keep playing with your left, keep playing, and now I just play with my left. It's mad. I definitely got it all from him. He was always making us go outside and playing matches between all the cousins and everything. Great memories, yeah. So
probably, I suppose a bit of both sides of the family, really, but I don't know. Mum, if she had her chance, I'd say she'd be on the pitch if she could.
Great character. I mean, just to see her, we obviously met before Christmas there when you won the Player of the Month award. And huge supporter of you guys. Obviously.
Oh, she is. They'll be down in Cork now, no doubt. They go to most of our games whenever they can. Like, and our brother as well. He'd be mad into the football. It's just a mad football house, to be honest. Like, we've been playing with Mayo from under 12 all the way up.
Yeah.
So Mum was always bringing us to trainings, bringing us to matches. She'd be helping out with the team. She'd be doing the water. She'd be, she was always there. And definitely shout out to Breda.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, we're about up on time. Yeah, I'm just looking over at my producer, Owen Gaelic. Guys, you've been really, really good. Grace, you've come all the way from Limerick. Really, really appreciate it. And Niamh, thanks a lot.
Thanks very much, Brad.
It's great to have you in, the 2 Kelly sisters, Grace and Niamh from Moy Davitts. We're going to be back. That's about it from the Ladies Football Show for this week. Emma Duffy is back in the hot seat next week. But for now, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks very much.